Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Basketball Body and Mind. This episode was forced for me to create by some of my clients that we work with because I feel, and based on the conversations that we have with them, I feel that they want result to be faster than it actually is. And at the end, I'll give you one player that just signed the EuroLeague contract, and where he started, everyone will be surprised. But I want all of you to understand that your time will come, but only if you stay in the process of work long enough. Your time will come. Not because you had one great game, one great season, or maybe one bad game or one bad season. Not if you are working only when coach is watching you, whether in the weight room or on the court. But if you show up consistently and focus on things that you can control, your time will come. You will get a chance. And most of the players, and it's obviously why, but most of the players focus on minutes, on stats, on rebounds, on a lot of them focus on the points. But you can impact the game in meaningful ways without scoring any points. First example that comes to my mind, if you're from Lithuania, you definitely will know Butkevičius. Sometimes he has 0 points and he is like playing 30 minutes. Okay, maybe not 30, but 20 minutes and 20 minutes plus. And he is impacting game a lot. That's what I wanted to say, that not only the things that show on the stats will determine whether you will be professional basketball player, whether you will get a chance to sign that professional deal. No, as we have talked previously, progress is quiet. It will be quiet. There will be no fireworks in your workouts that you do every single day. Most of the time, nothing will happen. You will just continue doing day in, day out the same things. There will be no praise. There will be no attention. There will be no highlight clips. People will only notice you when you will achieve the results. But until that, most likely people will doubt you. Maybe you will doubt yourself. And that's when people quit. I don't want you to quit. If you really want to maximize your chances, if you really want to achieve the best you can, you need to keep on going. Show up. Many people will stop doing the extra work. They will stop paying attention to their routines. And we will check episode with Lucas Viller, or maybe it's not published yet, but check episode with Lucas Viller. We talk a lot about routines, about habits, and that what veteran players do, what young players don't. Young players definitely start comparing. Look up to the social media episode. Does social media use you? We start to compare our life to their highlight reels, and we think that we are not that good enough. But we just comparing our day-to-day kind of life to someone's highlights on the Instagram reels. And we tend to give a little bit more attention to that, and then we tend to give a little bit less attention to ourselves, to the work we are putting. But you just need to ignore those things. I mean, if you want, you can watch them, but you need to ignore those things and keep on working. If you feel bad about yourself in some area, most likely you are not improving in that area. So, in order to feel better about yourself in, let's say, dribbling, in, let's say, shooting, passing, body-wise, just get a little bit better today, and you will feel less likely to comparing yourself to others. Trust me. If you don't, please try and you will see that it's definitely true. If you made 100 shots of 3 points, let's say, you will less likely to compare yourself to others when you will see that somebody is making 3-pointers on Instagram. But this goes directly, what I wanted to talk next is we can control those 100 shots. We cannot control whether we made it or not. We cannot control whether we are dribbling well. I mean, we can control the practicing part. We can control the improving part. But if we lose the ball, it's a little bit in our control, but maybe you had 3 people around you. As I said, also, we cannot control minutes. We cannot, how many minutes coach is giving us. We cannot control the referee's calls. We cannot control our teammates. We cannot control the stats. I mean, some of the stats, maybe we're able to influence more than the others. But what you can control, as I said, the routines, the work that you put in, the recovery, the attitude, the preparation to whatever you want to improve. And these are the things that will maximize your chances of becoming a professional player. Not those that I mentioned previously, like minutes, points, rebounds, referees or coaches' decision who will play. No, not those things. And trust me, those things that you can control will affect you the most. And if you focus on those things that you cannot control, most likely you will get too emotional. Maybe you will put your worth on the points. How many points you score, that is your worth, or how many rebounds you got. But no, ask yourself again, did I show up today? Did I get better today? Did I do during the practice what is in my power? Did I maximize my chances the coach gave me? Did I go to sleep early yesterday? This will be the real consistency that will lead you to being a professional basketball player. And those opportunities will come. Your contracts will come. The offers to the school or to the university will come. And I want to share one of the examples that a player that signed, as I said, the EuroLeague contract. And I don't know him personally, but I'm super proud of him as not only as a Lithuanian, but as a basketball player who has played in every single league. And it's Gytis Radzevičius. He just signed a deal with Baskonia, and he was not like a superstar player. I believe at the age of 20, he was getting 11 minutes, if I remember correctly, his stats on second league in Lithuania, 11 minutes. He started to play in third league in little town that had like 6,000 people. He started his career there at the age of 18 or 19. Then he moved to the second league. He played there for 3-4 seasons. So by the age of 22, 23, he only then moved to the highest league, and he stayed in highest league another several seasons. But he was not that superstar that everything was guaranteed for him, all those contracts and everything. He was, from the day one, he was more than the others explosive. But he did not skip steps. He was working. He was taking his time. I believe he had some kind of doubts. He had his bad moments. He had his bad games, but he just kept on going. He did that dirty work in the lower leagues. He played, he competed, and he got an offer to join higher league team. But the only reason why he got that, because he was already maximizing his chances at those lower leagues. Not He did not say to himself, "Oh, I will do my routines, or I will do my strength work, or I will do extra skill work when I will get to the top level." No, the reason why you are not getting that better offer is exactly the same reason why you are here. It's that you're not putting the work in. You have not showed up enough of times in order to get an offer. Show up more times, do more reps, sleep more, recover better. All of these things will lead you to the result that you are dreaming about. But it's not going to be easy. As I said, there will be no fireworks. There will be no people applauding for you. There will be people doubting you. There will be friends saying to you maybe that you're crazy. But you can write this down somewhere. If nobody is saying to you that you are crazy, you are not operating at the upper limits of your possibilities. So, in other words, people need to say that you are crazy with your work ethics, with the early mornings that you wake up, with the sacrifices that you make. Because otherwise, you'll be just one in the million. But no, we want to be one of the million. We need to be consistent with the work. We need to be consistent with the actions that we take, with the decisions that we make. And then we will get our chance. So you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be serious every single second. As Kobe Bryant said, and he was definitely the GOAT, greatness is not for everyone. Of course, we are aiming to, let's say, achieve the best versions of ourselves. But in order to see that, we will need to accumulate many repetitions. We will need to accumulate and stack many days. If people are not saying that you're crazy, most likely you need to push a little bit more. And your job is not to become Kobe Bryant. As he said, it's not for everyone. Maybe not everyone can sacrifice everything in order to be the best version of themselves. But most likely there are things that you can do in order to be better basketball player. And look at your basketball skills, look at your body, and look at your mind. You need to develop routines that would help you to develop in those areas. And if you take even little steps each day, you will get a chance. I promise you. Just as Chris Paul said in the previous episode, just keep stacking days. And how to know if you are going to the right direction is you don't cheat repetitions. What I mean is, if coach said to you to do 10, you're doing 10. You're not doing 9. If coach said sprint the court, you are sprinting the court. If you're doing conditioning drill, you are stepping on every single line. And if you think that someone else is forcing you to do those things, if somebody else but you will benefit from you running faster, or for you lifting weights, no, you are the only person who will take the fruits of that work, or you will get nothing. So if you are cheating those repetitions and you think that you can get away with it, no, you will just not maximize your chances. You will hurt yourself. Maybe you're thinking that I'm smart because I didn't run that much, or maybe you're thinking I'm smart because coach said me to do 10 and I did 9. No, you're not hurting coach. You're just hurting yourself. you will not know what are your best version of yourself because you are cutting corners. So the last message that I want to leave you with is you need to stay consistent and stay in the game long enough. And that's how you will see the result. That's how you will get the offer. That's when you will start feeling a little bit of the fruits of that work. What I mean is that some of you will start to see the results earlier. Some of you will see the results later. But if you don't put the work in, very soon your time will be up. There will be nothing left because those who were working hard will beat you because they will catch you up and they will surpass you. And then you will not be able to catch them up because you have not developed their work ethics, you have not developed their routines. So just be ready. Keep working. That's how you be ready. You stay ready. And thank you for listening to this episode. If that was helpful for you, share this episode with someone else. But as always, keep training basketball, body, and mind.